edition. And we should be live. Let me just see. Here's the chat. And then... yeah, there we are. There we are. We are live. Hello. I think we are live. Can someone tell me? If it's working.
Just keep going and I'll tell you.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm doing a lot of things on my phone that doesn't want to cooperate right now.
Where did the chat go? I had it a second ago. There it is. Okay. So we'll put the chat up here. Actually. Dang it. There, we did that. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, you're live.
We are live, everybody! Welcome! We did it! We pulled it off somehow. I was saying last night that it's the TanaCon of live streams, because it's my first time live streaming, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's you didn't even know there was video!
No, I didn't.
The audio version of making a drink. But that's okay, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And this looks amazing.
Yeah.
We're here with Compass Distillers! Woo! Jillian!
Hi.
Or Jill.
Whichever.
I can call you Jill.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, it's Jillian.
Jill. So you guys are up for Best Caesar
We are.
in the coast.
Yeah.
So I want to know how you got there. So
Mm-hmm.
you came up with a Caesar, like a really epic Caesar.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah,
It kind
okay.
of makes people eyebulge a little bit.
Oh, I haven't seen it in person. I think I've seen pictures.
Okay.
So I'm very,
Yeah, well,
very excited.
we did a Caesar special through the month of August, which was really good.
Ooh.
So we actually had 3 Caesars on the menu. And that was after we found out we were nominated, so it was kind of, or sorry, it was before we found out.
Oh,
so
okay.
It was kind of like serendipitous.
Oh, amazing.
Really good timing. But it started with the aquavit.
Yes.
Have you ever had
Aquavit?
aquavit?
No, I have not. Tell me about this.
So this is a Scandinavian spirit.
Mm.
It is the national spirit of Finland, Sweden, Iceland, and it's sort of similar to a gin in the way that it's made, in that you soak the botanicals and then you redistill, but it's a lot more savory. So the 2 main notes you'll get are dill and caraway.
Okay.
And for a Caesar, when you're looking for that savory,
Oh my God, it'd be perfect.
It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try it?
Okay, let's start this live stream off right with a vodka tasting. It's vodka, right? Or what's
it's like it's
sort of vodka? Like a
It
Welch's?
is in that it's this. Well, I mean, it is potato or wheat based. Like it's made from a vodka essentially.
Right.
But well, you'll see.
Not too much. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Woo! No chase here.
No.
Ooh!
Mm.
That's really good.
Yeah. And we've had lots of Germans into our bar telling us that it's actually similar to the way it's supposed to taste. And I also have Brenda. I don't know. Maybe we'll try that after.
Ooh.
Do you want to try this too?
Should we just do all the tasting now?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'll pick my favorite.
So this is Iceland's national beverage. I don't know if you can get it outside of Iceland. You couldn't buy it on the shelf here, but it's their aquavit. They actually come to Nova Scotia off the coast to fish salted cod to drink with this. So traditionally you would have it as like a digestif with fish.
Ooh, digestive. How do you say that again?
Digestif.
Digestive.
So that's like to settle your stomach.
Ooh, I like that. I have a lot of stomach problems.
To
So.
help the fish swim down.
Oh, cool. How is it looking, guys? Looking good? Perfect. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Oops, I gotta turn that on side.
No way, you're gonna eat this.
I know. Oh, there's a bit of an echo, I'm being told. Great. Ooh, that's good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same kind of like fennel, caraway.
So what would you mix this with?
I mean, you would chill it and drink it straight with a meal. So The reason why I thought it would be really good in a Caesar has clam juice. So with fish, clam juice makes
It
it
would work together.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And
I think that's the thing with Caesars. People don't like the clamato.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a very apparent flavor.
Mhm.
It's not like it just tastes like fish brine.
Right.
But it is there.
Right.
And it adds this, like, really savory note that you don't get in a lot of other cocktails.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
I like it.
So,
So.
and then one day, this wonderful woman, her name's Jessie from Cabbage Patch Kimchi, just walked into the bar, and she had a jar of her kimchi brine, and she said, I have way too much of this, I don't know what to do with it, can you please use it to make something? And that's kind of where the Caesar began.
Okay.
So
cool.
this is the brine here.
Ooh.
And it's traditionally made so there's fish sauce in it.
Okay.
It smells very strong.
Ooh. Oh, you know what? Very good. It smells good. I like the savory. It smells like. I don't even know how to describe it. Like a turkey dinner. Sort of. Like stovetop dressing in the best way.
So you can buy that brine down at the supermarket. You can also buy her kimchi at Pete's.
Amazing.
So you can make the Caesars at home if you want.
Oh, hell
You
yeah.
can buy for a bottle of her aquavit, pick up some kimchi brine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess the first most important thing when making a Caesar is salting the rim.
Yes. Let's learn how to rim.
Yeah. So you gotta cut a little slit into your lemon. Okay. Great. And then you just.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just water.
No,
it's lemon.
It's so the sugar in the fruit is really what like helps it stick. If you were in a pinch, you could do it with water, but it would just kind of be pretty messy.
Right.
And then you can either put it on a plate, or if you want like a bigger rim, you can put it into something so that it goes a little bit further down.
Ooh, I like a heavy rim.
A heavy rim. Excellent. And you don't have to necessarily use celery salt. You could use like a steak rub or something like that.
Okay.
If you wanted it to look kind of fancy.
Uh-huh.
But the really great thing about celery is that it's bitter,
Mm-hmm.
and it adds balance to all the other things that are
Right.
in the Caesar. So yeah, so that's the first step. I always like to let like a little bit of salt fall into the
Hell yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm such a salty person
Mhm.
in every way. But I just like salt in everything.
Good.
And so a salty drink, and I think that's why I love Caesar so much.
Yeah.
They're fucking salty.
They are very salty. Absolutely. So, and then I think the last thing you should do is add ice, because there's so many ingredients
Okay.
in a Caesar that by the
Ah.
time you get to the end of it, the ice is melting and it's diluting the drink.
Right.
So, I mean, it can get a little sloppy, but
Right.
that's how I do it. I don't know. And so I do an ounce for ounce, so an ounce of kimchi brine. These are shot glasses, eh?
They are, I think. Does that look about right, you think?
It doesn't
They're just from the
matter.
dollar store. 'Cause,
You could do like a Compass shot glass.
Oh.
And then, yeah, an ounce of aquavit. So,
One or two, but let's do one.
I mean,
Let's do two.
you want to do two? Let's do it.
Or maybe, yeah, let's do it.
All right.
We're
I mean,
starting off.
that is like typical in Halifax.
Corey gave a look like, this is where she made her wrong choice.
Yeah, 12 hours.
Can you go out and just check me out? Yeah.
I'm still working on posting.
Okay, thanks.
You've
Thank
given me a lot of things.
Thanks. Got here like.
As the producer, I didn't know I was be the producer.
Okay. So, yeah. We got our aquavit, we got our kimchi brine.
Kimchi brine.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an ingredient. Yeah, I've never heard of that in a Caesar, so that's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that really, like, the pairing of those two is really what makes people excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's all sorts of different types of acid,
Mhm.
and tomato juice has a lot of acid in it. But that's acetic acid, and then you have citric acid from the lemon.
Right.
But the kimchi brine is lactic acid because it's an actual fermentation.
It's lactic acid?
Yeah. So
I use that on my face.
Do you?
Yep.
Really?
We do.
What does it do for your face?
It's supposed to like, I don't know,
Brighten your complexion.
brighten,
Interesting.
Kill it.
decrease the signs of aging.
For sure. Well, there you go. We just rub kimchi all over your face. Smell great.
She's really looking up at something I should do.
It's probably cheaper than actual lactic acid.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's cool to kind of play. And then balsamic vinegar. If you get like balsamic de Modena, they use white wine to make the vinegar, which means it has tartaric acid.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
a product of white wine fermentation.
Cool.
So I add 5 dashes of balsamic vinegar.
5 dashes.
Which makes it really dirty.
Ooh.
It changes the color.
Ooh, yeah, it's dark.
And then what's McCullough sauce?
Oh, yeah, how do you say that?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
It's not I always thought it was Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
You're adorable.
But I've been pronouncing words wrong for a long
Yeah,
time.
what's McCullough sauce?
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah. So this is also barreled for 18 months. This is like the name brand. They were the first people to do it.
Ah,
Clean
cool. Okay.
parents, yeah. I really don't have rights over it, but anyway, 5 dashes of that too. And that's like a blend of different herbs and spices. So. Yeah, and then Tabasco, however much.
Tabasco, spicy. So I like it mild.
Okay, so we'll do 2 dashes. Ooh! 2 heavy dashes.
That's okay.
I like a little spice. And then I also use spicy bitters.
Spicy bitters.
Yeah, so you can make these at home if you wanted to. These ones came all the way from the Napa Valley. So it's a company down in the States that makes them, but it's basically like an alcoholic maceration. So they soak all of the chili peppers in probably vodka for 2 weeks, and then you filter it, and it doesn't take much. This is a habanero. But you could use any pepper. You could use.
Very nice.
Yeah, so those are pretty fun. What am I missing here? I think that's everything. That's all that goes into the base. And then, add your ice.
Add your ice.
Very important.
I feel like with Caesars, it's like
with all these places, like they just want to do the most ridiculous over the top.
Well,
toppings.
you know what? Yeah, the garnish is like great. You can put a hot dog or slider, whatever, on your Caesar, but ultimately it's about the drink itself. So.
Right.
I don't overdo it with garnishes, though we did do oysters on top through August, and that was awesome.
oysters on
We called it
top.
the Augustus.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got them cooked, and they were delicious. It was like the perfect time of year for PEI oysters.
Shannon, can you grab us 2 straws from?
They're like right there by the
window.
Thank you so much. Just going everywhere.
Yeah, the ice had to be. You buy bagged ice, and it's like
you
you
gotta
gotta
slap it
slap
on
it on
everything.
There we go.
Perfect.
And I thought about making like a clamato juice from scratch for this, but I ended up going with the name brand clamato. And the reason for that, and you're probably gonna laugh at this, but I stand by it, is that it contains MSG. And MSG is it may be bastardized by North American people as being some kind of artificial ingredient, but it's not. It's like the Asian version of salt.
Right.
And it's, so don't be a racist.
Yeah.
But, also, it's the epitome of umami. It is the one thing that people always say that is actually, people will say that about all sorts of different flavors, but this is actually, there's all sorts of weird preservatives in it as well. Of course,
Right.
it's a huge company, and maybe you want to support locally. You could also buy something like Walters, which you could get at Pete's or local source.
Cool.
But MSG rocks.
It gives me migraines, but it.
Okay.
But that's only when I eat a lot of
Chinese food.
when I go
Right, an
2
excessive
hours.
amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then spicy beans.
Spicy beans. You gotta have the. Can you buy those at any grocery store?
pretty well, and they're super easy to make yourself too.
Ah.
If you want to make spicy beans, it's just like 1 part kosher salt, 1 part vinegar, and then if it was 2 cups total, it'd be a 1/2 cup of sugar, and you just put it into the jars, let it sit for like a week and a half,
Okay.
and you've got spicy beans.
Awesome.
But these ones are good too. Or maybe throw some dill and some spices in.
Hell yeah.
And then the thing about the kimchi brine, so when we first got it in, the head distiller was the one who was like, Aquavit kimchi brine, let's do something with this. But it leaves quite the flavor on your mouth,
Ooh. Okay.
which is where the dill comes in.
Well, good thing I'm doing this now and not before my date.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
You never know. Who knows what Dan's into? Maybe he likes the taste of fish sauce.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's the Caesar, and like
That's
the dill's
amazing.
nice because it kind of covers
That's really, really
all
nice.
the
We need some pictures of
crazy
this.
kimchi.
It's weird for me
flavors.
not being. Okay,
Here,
I'm
maybe
try
let's
to get. Try to get a picture.
do pink straws. What do you think? Or red? Oh, these are nice.
Ooh, yeah, red. Yeah, red would work. Is it bad?
It's not really bad. There is a fix for it.
There is? Sweet. They're so Instagram-y.
Right?
This is perfect with the
Here, I'll just reassemble this for you.
this is awesome. I'm very excited to try it.
Mm-hmm.
So there. That's wicked. Okay, moment of truth.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on a second. I'm just going to put it down here. Let me juice. There we go. All right. Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the beginning of a beautiful 12-hour live stream.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Woo!
Pretty damn good, eh?
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
That's delicious.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It kicks you in the ass. That's what I like about
It
Caesars.
really does.
When I first started drinking them, I never, because I wasn't into spicy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I finally bit the bullet and tried one, I was hungover. So Caesars was like a hangover drink.
Mm. Well, it's gonna sweat everything out, right?
Yeah.
Like the spice and all the savory nutrients.
Oh, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing. And so, like, what do you think makes a good Caesar? Like, obviously all of this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, balance.
Balance,
You know,
yeah.
you want it to be a little bit sweet and a little bit sour, a little bit tart,
Next to
a
that.
little bit spicy. I always make my Caesars a little bit spicier than the customer asked for. So I feel like it kind of shocks them back into reality, you know? I don't know. I mean, if you stick to the basics, like and you can use any base too. You don't have to use vodka. You can use gin. You can use whiskey.
That's
you can
very
use
true.
tequila.
I never really thought about that.
People always assume it's just vodka, but like whiskey's really fun. in a
Yeah.
Caesar.
Ooh.
Gin's really fun in a Caesar. So you can really do whatever you want. But you have to use Tabasco and Worcester. That's
Oh, it's delicious.
Mm.
Does anyone else want to try? Do you want to try?
Oh, good.
Oh, do you want to try? Shannon, get over here. I gotta
Tomato juice.
Give me-
Just, yeah.
Jill,
Yeah.
Jill is delicious.
Shannon's here!
Hi guys. That's spectacular.
Right?
God.
They're really,
That's amazing.
it's just like a,
That is a good morning. Get to the rest of your day drink right there. Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, I love that spice. That's delish.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
So did you get, like, is this something people order a lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They do. And a lot of the time I'll ask them, like, did you hear about it? Because
Mhm.
we're up for Best Caesar and they just see the kimchi brine on the recipe and then they want it.
So go vote right now if you're listening. I mean, try it, but also vote.
Well, if you're a fan of this podcast,
Then
you know,
vote.
by proxy, you should vote.
Yes, 100%. Best Caesar. Are you guys up for any other codes?
Best New Bar as well. Yeah.
So let's describe, because the people who aren't from Halifax, what Compass looks like, because it's really, really cool.
Yeah,
It's a
pretty neat.
cool space.
So we had the building made specifically for us, and the front part of the building is this cylinder. It's 4 stories, and the first 2 stories are a tasting room, So you can come in and sample our spirits. You can also buy bottles to go, or you can have a cocktail, some snacks. We do charcuterie, we have jazz.
You have really cool popcorn too.
The popcorn is fantastic.
Oh,
Truffle oil. Yeah.
Wild gin there. It's
The wild gin, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap. We're running out really quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
we're
gotta
like
get some.
desperately making a new batch right now so that we don't. Yeah. Architecturally it's really cool because you don't really see round buildings anymore.
And you have an Airbnb
Yeah.
in the top.
Yeah,
Right?
so the top 2 stories
So
are
cool.
a private condo. You can get to it through our website, or you can find the listing on Airbnb. And it's huge. It's 2 bedrooms and like this big common area on the top floor.
Looks amazing.
And because it's registered through Tourism Nova Scotia, it's higher. We were able to build higher than the other buildings in the neighborhood, so you can see over top of everything. And the sunsets up there are just phenomenal.
Oh my god, I can imagine.
And then the back side of the business is the distillery itself. And we have this huge still that came all the way from Louisville. And 6 ferment tanks, and I think we have about 30 barrels now back there.
Wow.
So it's a much bigger building than it seems from the street front.
Because you look at it and you're like, what is... Like, I remember before you guys opened, I was just like, what is happening in that building? What is going on in there? But it's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
It's such a nice, cozy little spot.
Yeah, it's also really eco-friendly.
Oh.
We had it built by Eco Green Homes.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's really well insulated. A lot of it is like ambient heating and natural light. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see if anyone chatted to us. Ooh. Married and Parented. Hi, Married and Parented. If anyone's in the chat and has any questions for Jillian, any bar-related questions or drink-related questions, what's your favorite drink to make?
Again, with the aquavit. So the cool thing about aquavit is
Those things are,
there's
of course.
a million things I love about aquavit, but one of the really cool things is that as a spirit, it doesn't have a cocktail. You know, there's no Tom Collins.
Right.
There's no sling. So I do a corpse survivor with the aquavit, which is
What the heck is that?
it's Cointreau, which is like the fancier version of triple sec if you've ever had. Yeah. So that's really nice. And then we also use yellow chartreuse, which is like this herbal aperitif made by monks. There's over 130 herbs in it. The aquavit, you traditionally use gin, and then a little bit of absinthe and lime juice, and you shake it and you serve it in a coupe glass with an orange zest. And it kind of does the same thing as a Caesar, actually. It revives you.
I love that.
Kinda
I'll have to try that.
Brings you back into.
Well, you guys make really good cocktails. They're amazing. I had one with Shannon. Remember when we had cocktails? So the funny thing about it was that we had the cocktails and we had to rush out to get the bus. And I got the gin fizz, which is amazing.
It takes a while to make, though.
It takes a while to make, and they're I want to say heavy, but like in the best way possible. Like they're good cocktails, and so like you want to savor them. You don't want to just chug.
Oh, but people do chug them.
And I had to chug the gin fizz
She did.
to get to the bus. And I was
like running with cream in your stomach.
I was like this. This is not right. This should not be chugged. I should be spending the evening with this gin fizz.
It's basically like a milkshake.
And that's the thing. And normally milk stuff doesn't work well with me, but it's fine.
So the 12th is International Chocolate Milkshake Day. We're going to do a chocolate version of the Ramos Gin Fizz, so you should come by for that.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be really good.
Holy crap. Well, this was awesome. So we got to get to our next guest.
Ah.
We have a queue. You're in the queue. So thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Everyone check out Compass. If you're in Halifax, stop by. And you can buy Compass in
the liquor stores.
Liquor store,
yeah.
like pretty much.
There's 20 liquor stores carrying our product now, and then specialty stores like Bishop's and Harvest Wines,
Right.
Rockhead.
And can you just go in and buy it too?
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the best way to do it.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
And go in the bar and check it out because it's such a cool spot. And vote for them for best Caesar. You can't taste it through the screen, but it's friggin' amazing.
You wish you could, trust me.
Yeah, it's awesome. So thanks so much, Jillian.
Thank you.
We're just gonna do a quick pause, and we're gonna get to Podcast Atlantic. Woo woo woo! So I'm just gonna do a quick little be right back.